Why does a dog on the street suddenly choose to approach you? It's not a coincidence. Maybe you're giving off something special that the dog can sense but you can't. Or is there something more to it? In this video, we'll explore 15 surprising explanations. And reason number 9 will completely change the way you think about dogs. If you're walking down the street and notice a strange dog showing a special interest in you, especially if it's sniffing intensely, it's time to check your pocket. When a dog starts actively sniffing you, it's most likely thinking you have food and hoping you're willing to share. Even if you just ate before heading out, the lingering smell of breakfast on your clothes or hands might be enough to signal the dog to come closer. Dogs are true masters of scent, and your natural smell is like an open book they can read in a split second. If you've noticed a dog suddenly sniffing you intensely, even when you don't have food, it could be because of the way you smell. But it's not just about natural body odors. We use perfumes, shampoos, and shower gels with scents of flowers, fruits, and herbs every day, and to a dog, that's a bouquet of delight. Since their sense of smell is thousands of times more powerful than ours, a 2022 study found that dogs are particularly drawn to the scents of blueberries, blackberries, lavender, roses, and mint. So if you're using products with those fragrances, don't be surprised if a dog finds you especially interesting. Your clothing or accessories can attract a dog's attention just as much as the smell of food. At first glance, a simple scarf or a bright jacket might not seem like something that would interest a pet, but for dogs, it's a different story. Dogs see the world differently. Their vision picks up yellow and blue tones better than other colors. So if your clothing is bright or high contrast, it might appear especially intriguing to a dog. You've probably heard stories about dogs not trusting their owner's new partners, only for it to turn out that those people really didn't deserve that trust. But dogs notice not only those who might harm their owner, they also pay attention to people their owner interacts with kindly. For example, if you always say hello to the dog's owner when you pass by, or once helped them open a door, the dog will remember that even if you're not a close friend. These little things can leave a positive impression on the dog, so if a strange dog suddenly approaches you, it's quite possible that it recognized you as a friend of the family. If a dog on the street approaches you, it might be attracted by your aura. This isn't magic, but a way dogs instinctively assess people. Dogs are excellent at reading body language. If you move calmly, avoid sudden movements, and carry yourself confidently, they perceive you as friendly and reliable. For them, confidence means safety, and safety is the most important thing they look for in others. If a dog approaches you on the street, be cautious. In such situations, dogs rely on their sense of smell and intuition to find a familiar scent or landmark that will help them get back home. Often, lost dogs start sniffing the air, the ground, or your belongings. They may approach passers-by, hoping someone will recognize them or offer help. Dogs not only pick up on scents and observe gestures, but also respond incredibly sensitively to the human voice. Tone, pitch, and even volume can tell a dog more than we might imagine. For example, if you often greet a dog's owner in a kind and friendly tone, the dog will remember it. Even if you haven't spoken directly to the dog, it picks up on the positive emotions in your voice and associates you with something good. Imagine this. It's a hot day. You're jogging and suddenly a strange dog runs up to you. It starts jumping, sniffing you, and even tries to lick you. No, it's not admiring your athletic form. Most likely, it's attracted by your sweat. Interestingly, what smells unpleasant to us is actually a treasure for dogs. Sweat also contains salt, which they find tasty. That's why dogs sometimes try to lick the hands, face, or legs of a sweaty person. This behavior is not just about the smell, it's also their way of learning more about you. For a dog, your sweat carries a lot of information about your condition, activity, and even mood. Dogs, like many other animals, are attracted to shiny objects. If you wear watches, bracelets, chains, or earrings, their sparkle in the sunlight or under streetlights can instantly catch a dog's attention. To a dog, such jewelry looks unusual and interesting. Their curiosity drives them to come closer to investigate or even try to interact with the unfamiliar object. This is especially true for young dogs and puppies who are just beginning to explore the world around them. Dogs hear sounds that are completely undetectable to us. Their hearing picks up ultrasonic frequencies beyond the range of the human ear. If a dog on the street suddenly shows increased interest in you, it might have heard a sound emitted by one of your devices. Many gadgets' electronic car keys, watches with timers, ultrasonic insect repellent emit sounds at frequencies humans can't hear. But for dogs, these can be sharp signals that spark curiosity or anxiety. Dogs may come closer to figure out where the sound is coming from and whether it poses a threat. These sounds are unusual, and the dog tries to understand what's going on. This is especially true for hunting breeds or dogs with heightened sensitivity to environmental sounds. Dogs have an incredibly sharp sense of smell, and one scent they detect without fail is the smell of blood. Even a small cut or scratch on you can act like a beacon, attracting the dog's attention. The smell of blood contains a unique chemical composition, including iron and proteins, which dogs can detect from a great distance. For them, it's not just an interesting scent, but also an important instinctive signal. Dogs may approach you when they smell blood not out of aggression or fear, but often out of curiosity or even care. For example, pet dogs sometimes start licking small wounds on their owners, as if trying to help heal them. Interestingly, this ability is used medically. Some specially trained dogs help detect internal bleeding in people with certain conditions and can even diagnose specific diseases. If you stop in a place where another dog was recently, rest assured that the new furry friend will notice it. When dogs sniff the ground or the air around, they read a whole story about who was there before them. Interestingly, dogs may return to such spots repeatedly to check if any new scents have appeared. This behavior is especially common in territorial breeds that try to monitor everything happening within their area. Dogs are among the few animals capable of genuine empathy. If you're sad, stressed, or feeling down, a dog can sense it. Even if you're a stranger, the animal passing by can pick up on your emotional state and may approach to offer support. This behavior is especially common in breeds with a strong nurturing instinct like Labradors or Collies. Dogs have excellent memories. They remember scents, faces, voices, and even the way someone walks. If you remind a dog of a person or animal it knew before, this can spark its interest and make it want to approach you. Maybe you resemble a former owner or often walk in the same area where the dog once had positive experiences. Sometimes a dog's behavior isn't related to smells, voices, or auras. Sometimes the dog just wants to find out who you are. It might be young, playful, or simply in a good mood. Curiosity is a natural part of a dog's nature, especially when there's no obvious threat nearby. As you can see, when a dog approaches you on the street, it's not a coincidence at all. It could be the smell, your voice, your behavior, or even the energy you give off. Dogs are true masters of subtle signals. They sense things we often don't even notice. So next time a furry stranger comes up to you, take a closer look. Maybe they see a friend in you. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. Share in the comments do dogs often approach you. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss other fascinating episodes about animals. See you next time!